Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn Motivate Me message. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate for you, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so I got a bunch of different cards here, and I thought I would just pick one of these, one from each pile, and see what you need to be motivated over. I like to get lots of different messages when I do my readings, or see if they line up to give me direction. All right, so let's pull. What we'll do is I've already shuffled them, so let's just break them. And we have, is there something in my life that makes me forget time while I'm doing it? What is it? Okay, motivate you to, what is that thing that you do that helps you to forget time, that makes things go by quickly, that doesn't have you focusing on those things that are troubling you? All right, motivate you to watch your words. Ooh, okay. Sometimes we have to watch our words, right? Sometimes we have to be careful of what we say, because we can just be making a bigger mess out of a situation because we did not watch our words. All right, we have our Lenormand here, so let's pick a Lenormand. So what do you need motivation with? And that is the tree, and it represents roots, and it represents having that stability and that calmness and building off of something, right? Because the tree represents something that is very grounding. It's something that you can rely on, something that's sturdy, something that you can feel that freedom to try different things and branch out, but you know that you always have that strong base to go back to. All right, what do you need motivation with? We have romance angels, we have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel like maybe it's having that chemistry between you and someone else, working on that chemistry. If there's an attraction, how do you pursue it? How do you go back? How do you get to that, right? How do you have that blossom? And then I have the psychic tarot for the heart. What do you need motivating with? Coming together, which is the Two of Cups. So I feel like this has to do with a relationship. So it could be you need motivation to work on a relationship, to come together, to set down roots, to build off of that chemistry. I feel that there is a chemistry there. I feel that this here may represent, hey, what are those things that the two of you like to do together outside of the regularity of the relationship, right? What are those things that you like to, maybe sometimes we're in a relationship for a really long time, we get complacent and we get kind of bored with the relationship. And like when you first met, maybe you used to go do all of these fun things, right? Maybe you had this one, maybe you like to go canoeing or something, or go on nature walks, or go explore the mountains, or go hiking, or go skiing, or something like that. And you used to always do that. You always used to do those fun things together. And now maybe you just used to go to the local restaurant and you used to listen to the local band playing, or you used to go listen to music, or you used to do wine tasting, right? You used to do those fun things, and now it's just like the monotony of the relationship has set in, and now it's like, okay, motivate me to, how do I get back this relationship, this chemistry that we used to have within this relationship, to where we do those things. Well, what are those things that you had that chemistry with in the first place, right? Get back to that. Your answer's right there. What are those things that you used to do, where you used to laugh and you used to forget time and you used to forget everything else, and you just enjoyed, you were in the moment and you enjoyed it? What was that, right? Make those roots stronger. Watching your words. Sometimes when we get unhappy, we get snappy to each other, and maybe that's something that you have to maybe pay attention to. All right, so let's just get some tarot here. Get some more tarot. What else is going on here? What does Capricorn need to be motivated within this relationship? What's going on in this relationship? All right, we have, okay, this is what happened, right? The Seven of Swords. That, to me, the Seven of Swords represents, obviously with the fox, there's somebody sneaky, there's somebody being conniving. This person is stealing these swords and they're walking away and they're looking behind. So it's somebody, mistrust, misunderstanding. that can definitely cause a wedge in a relationship. Any relationship, a friendship, a partnership, a family member, anybody, that can cause a wedge in a relationship. But I also feel that it could be that deception within yourself, that you're not being true to how you really feel. That is there something that you are building up resentment towards this person because something happened, and you're not being true to yourself. You're not being true to this person, that you're not speaking up, that you're not working through something that was bothering you. Because we have this coming together, motivate you to come together, but you can't come together if you've got this Seven of Swords right here, right? Because that's not going to make you come together. All right, what else is going on here? Yep, moving forward, that separation, because I feel like I was looking at this Sphinx is here, this gold and the silver, so that could be that back and forth with something, but I felt this separation right here. There's a separation here between the two of you. Tower and Wand. So this separation that I was feeling, and then we have the Tower, which is there could have been a breakup, right? There could have been a breakup. There could have been a disconnect between the two of you. We have the Sun that is trying to come through this Tower, right? The Sun is trying to burst through this Tower. Or it could be explosions where things are coming down, things are falling apart. But we also have this man who is, you know, he is naked, but I feel like it's getting things down to the basic. Okay, what's the core of the problem? What is the core of this Seven of Swords for you? Okay, motivate you to look and see, okay, it's not about the dishes in the sink, it's about something deeper. It's about something that's inside. What is the core of the problem that you have to get to with this relationship with this person, of what's going on here? And then I feel like this transfers over here, the Sun, and moving forward, let's change things up, right? Let's change things. Let's make things different. Let's move on from here. I love it, because that means you're learning and you're growing. You're not staying stuck in this energy here where you're in the Seven of Swords energy. You're being true to yourself. You're saying, you know what, this happened, this really bothered me. I need to talk to this person about it. I need to really work through it until I feel within myself that I am over it, that I am past it, that I'm going to let it go, that I'm not going to put up any more walls around myself, right? That I'm not going to put any more walls up, that I'm going to strip things down, and we're going to work on this, and we're going to make this stronger and better, right? Motivating you to work on a relationship that if you are struggling and you're not feeling happy and you're not feeling that connection, that is to motivate you to look at the core of the problem, to move on, to get this relationship in a better place, right? To get yourself in a better place, to change things up, to do things differently, to take a closer look, right? Because he's really taking a close look at that pentacle there. He's like, what's really going on here? What's really happening? How is this designed? How do I, what's the finer details of this, right? And figuring how to change things up and do things differently so that you don't end up in the same situation again. And to move towards the good, right? The Knight of Pentacles is moving forward, moving towards the good, changing things up, feeling happy, feeling better, right? Because that's what you want. Motivate you because you're not feeling happy. You're feeling resentment. You're feeling the Seven of Swords. Tear things down, break things up. Is this a past relationship that you were holding on to that, maybe it's stopping you from learning and growing and trying new things? Sometimes we just keep waiting. Oh, they're going to call, or they're going to come back, or they'll realize, that they're missing me, or I was the best thing that ever could have happened for them. And so we're kind of putting our lives on hold, waiting for that person, but we're stopping ourselves from trying new things and doing different things, and we're stopping ourselves from focusing on our own happiness. So is that something that you need to let go of, right? That there was a breakup that maybe you were holding on to, and you're really kind of looking at it and you're saying, you know what? I really wasn't my happiest in that relationship. It really wasn't that fulfilling. It really wasn't what I was thinking it was. And I don't want it to destroy me or stop me anymore, that I want to move on, right? That I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to change things up, I want to focus on the positive. Temperance, patience, also can represent compromise within a relationship, that if there was something that was going on, if there's something that you feel that, you know, you need to compromise within the relationship. Patience takes time to work on things, having that balance within relationships. Just kind of looking at those things where it's, what do you have to tear down? What do you have to strip down to the basics? What do you have to change? What is it that, you know, if it's something that's been bothering you for a long time, motivate yourself to make the changes and not accept. Time goes by way too quickly. And it would be even more frustrating if you knew that there was a problem, you knew that something needed to be handled, and you know, obviously you do what you feel is best for you, but then when you look back and you say, gosh, I wasted so much time, and I knew that this is what I had to do, I knew that this is what I needed to do, and I just was being lazy, or I just didn't want to deal with it, I just didn't want to face it, but that's all this time has gone by. And now look at, you know, what's happened, and all this time has gone by, and I could have been in this energy versus in this energy here. But that's something that you have to decide for yourself. But it's also, I feel that it's good to kind of look at things and say, yeah, life does go by quickly, and do I want to keep myself in this energy, or do I want to move myself to this energy over here? What do I want to do? I got to motivate myself to do something, because sometimes it just feels comfortable to be stuck in this energy here and say, yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm just not going to be happy. But then it's hard to motivate ourselves to make changes. A lot of people just accept things for the way that they are. And they're like, well, this is what it is. Even though I'm not happy, I'm not fulfilled, I'm deceiving myself, I'm not feeling that I'm getting the most out of life. But I'm missing out on those things that I used to enjoy. That it's a lot easier to do that instead of actually make changes. Making changes is hard for some people. And it's just easier to leave things the way that they are, but there's not that fulfillment. But I feel like if you want that fulfillment and you want that excitement, that it's time to make changes. But that's up to you. All right, so let me grab a Whispers of Healing. Look, there we have the tree again, which is going back to the roots, right? Setting down those roots, the happiness with the rainbow going through it. And it's you know, are we growing those branches that are filled with leaves and fruit and happiness, or are we growing those branches that are kind of bare and not happy? We have mental repetition. What is it that you keep repeating in your head, right? Are you telling yourself positive things, or are you telling yourself negative things? Are you accepting things that you don't really want to accept, or are you going for those positive things and making those change? You know, motivating yourself to what is that mental repetition that you keep going through? Is that something that you need to look at? For some reason, I'm also feeling a fortune reading card, so let's grab one of these. Fortune reading card to close it out. Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So that's what I was saying, is that this is a challenge here for you to get past, right? This tower here. This tower is kind of the, I feel, the energy where this tower is where everything changes, because moving forward we have this positive energy here. It's new things, it's changing things up, it's growing, it's learning, it's working towards the positive. And here is sort of the mountain, right? The mountain, the challenge to motivate you. Are you motivated enough to make those changes? And to know that, okay, yeah, this is going to be challenging, but I want to get to the other side, right? That it makes getting to this side so much sweeter and so much better, because you know the challenge that you went through to get there. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.